Alrighty, traders. Hello, everybody. This is John Howell here. So, there is a huge probability that we're about to see a nice, good, significant pullback in the metals and also the mining sector. I also want to talk to you about the rates, what's happening right now in the rates. The rates are really starting to shift, and the bond market's probably going to start to come alive as well too. I want to share with you what's going on with the stock market right now. The stock market's on the verge of seeing a huge move. And also, I came across a sector today in one of my good old ETFs around here, right? One of my ETFs. And this one sector that I haven't really been focusing on, but I saw it today. I'm like, ooh, this could be another one of these hot sectors that makes another move, because one of those hot sectors that's already making another move and has already made a move is XLE. And for you guys who have been following me now for the last even 6 months, you know, last year I was talking about the energy sector is the sector that's likely to make the move. And look at it go. XOM. I also talked about XOM as well too. XOM. Look at it go. So the energy sector to me is the sector is the new sector to make the new big bull market, right? Forget gold and silver. Game over for them. Big drop coming in gold and silver. But looking at the XOM market here, which XOM, the energy sector, that's the market after doing nothing for 3 years. We're starting to break out now, and we're starting to see this thing make a really nice move in the markets. And I believe there is so much more upside to come in this very big bull market to create higher lows and so on and so forth, right? But there's another market out there that I see coming in the markets here. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, squirrels, guess what? Get ready for at least a very strong correction coming in gold and silver. And we are literally days away from it starting. So, what am I talking about here? Let's start with the good old GOD. Look at this here. GOD, bam, 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 all the way up, right? Nice, big bull market all through here, right? This is the GOD price. Look what happens through here. I want to show you something here. Let me teach you something here, my ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels. Now, this may not be the complete of the bull market over, right? We may have more upside to come, but a significant correction is likely to be coming real soon. Let me teach you something here so you can use this in your own trading, okay? Typically what happens in a very big bull market like we are with gold, which we actually could be getting to the end of this bull market, right? But let's actually start off with here, okay? Let me teach you something here. Typically what happens is the market goes through phases, right? All markets go through phases. Now, what is that? We have a energy using phase, so the market goes up. And then we have an energy building phase, and then we go sideways. And then we have an energy using phase, energy building phase, right? So we go through these, and then market goes up and sideways and up. We go through these different phases, right? Energy using, energy building phases. So because the market goes through these phases, we have what? Market goes up for a while, then we go pull back, and up for a while, and sideways, and up for a while. So after market's gone up for a while, what's going to come? We're going to go for another one of these for a while, right? This is what markets do, right? Then on top of all of that, let me show you something pretty cool. There's a thing called exhaustion volume in the markets. So as we're going through these, bam, 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 moving through here, if we've been going up, and then bam, we suddenly get one of these big exhaustion volume from here. That's an exhaustion volume before we typically start to see a good correction in the markets from there, right? Typically what happens is we get a good correction, and typically what happens is we get a pullback near my 52 moving average. So let me show you what this means here. What this means here is this, okay? I'll show you this here. So if I open up my charts a little bit more, and if I blow my charts up through here, look at this here. The last couple of big volume spikes were where? Here was the big volume spike, but where was that big volume spike? The big volume spike, this big volume spike right here was right there before we went through this sideways period. Now, what that simply means here is this, right? Look at this here. But we still had what? We still had a 7% drop on the downside from here. What that simply means is this. Whenever we have a very strong move in a direction and then we get a volume spike, it typically means that bull phase of the market is over. This bull phase of this market is over. What that means is this: when the market goes up, we go for a correction. Go up, go through a correction. As you can see, volume spike, and then it did nothing for many months. And then we went for another really big move, right? And then it went sideways. And then we went for a big move, big move, big move, big move. Look at this here. Look, volume spike. Volume spike was right there. And then we went and did nothing for a few months, right? So if anything at all, we're now on the doorstep of it not doing nothing for another few more months. 2 or 3 months. This bull phase here, if you think this bull phase is going to keep going, no, it's over. It's over. Now look at this here. Now, we have this point through here. Look at what's happened here. So what happens is what? Whenever we do get, there's the volume spike. There's the volume spike. And what are we getting right now? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're getting what? Volume spike. What happened every time we went up for a while, we got volume spike, we had a correction to what? To the 52. Sideways. Correction almost to the 52. So look where we are right now. Look how far away we are from the 52. So what does that mean? What does that mean? This, again, people say, oh, John, forget the charts right now. Are you serious? Look at this. This is a repetitive pattern. No, don't throw out the charts. The chart is your cornerstone. This is the cornerstone to tell you what's going on. And I'm trying to show you, even back here, look at this here. Look at that big volume spike. And then what? And then we end up doing nothing. So this bull phase is over. Big volume spike. And we're likely to what? At least get a correction to the 52. Correction to the 52. Correction to the 52. Oh, you see that through there? So that we're now getting exhaustion volume spike. Now, this may not be the complete end. Meaning, now I do believe this very big weekly chart through here is signaling the blow off top phase, right? We're going through a blow off top phase through here. What does that mean? If I just bring this chart up to here, as you can see, look at this here. With this here, we were going through a very nice big up and then sideways, then up and then side. Look at see, big, beautiful, nice, good bull market. And then we went up, little pullback, and now we've had this what? Blow off move. A blow off move, volume spike. Get ready for a strong correction, guys. It's coming. This is a warning sign. Warning, 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 warning. If you think this bull phase is going to keep going, watch what happens over the next couple of weeks as we start to make a really nice, good retracement to the 52. So that's gold there. What is silver doing? Ooh, silver's the one that's going to drop the hardest. Let's go check out the good old silver market. Here's the gold. Remember, in a bull market, we have these big volume spikes, but if the market's already been going up a lot and then we get a volume spike, that's exhaustion in that move. We're likely to get a nice, good correction. Let me show you what's happening now on silver. Ooh. What did silver do just recently? We had what? An exhaustion volume. So markets go through phases, right? We go up and we go sideways, and we go up and we go pullback. And we go up, and we're going to probably get a pullback down here somewhere. Volume spike. This is just what markets do. It's not like, no, John, the market's never going to go down. The market's never going to crash. The market's never going to go down, John. Come on, monkey. No. If this is going to be a very strong, you know what a strong bull market is, right? This here is not a bull market. What is a bull market? Higher lows and higher highs. Up and down. That's a nice, good bull market, right? Yeah. Oh, no, duh, John, tell me something new. Well, if you know that, what's been happening on silver is not a bull market. It is a vertical blow-off move. Blow-off move, not a bull market. If this is going to be a good bull market, a bull market means the market has to come down to what? Form a higher low. Because that's what bull markets do. They go up and they come back down in higher lows. It's actually screaming at you what's coming. So at least on a bare minimum, we're due for a very strong, significant correction. Very strong move up from here, as you can see, right? And even just last time, look at this back here. I'll show you this here. Back to the 52. Remember I said before, whenever we do get the big move up, look at this here. What happened here? Up, 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 up. What do we get? Look at the volume spike. Oh, volume spike. Volume spike? Where? Right there. Couple more days up. What ended up happening? We were going up, 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 up. Volume spike. A little bit more upside. Pull back to the 52. Ooh. You see what I'm saying there? So it's actually, you start to get these volume exhaustion spikes. And for you guys, oh, forget John, this is times different. This is not, charts are useless. Really, I'm showing you a repetitive pattern of how these markets work. These are the things that can give you a high probability of seeing what's coming next. Right? So what's the mining stock doing? Same thing. Look at the mining spikes. Not mining spikes. There. Volume increase. Volume spikes after the market already made a big move. Top. Before we got a nice big drop. So we're probably going to get a nice good drop out of the mining sector. There's the GDX. GDXJ, volume spike. Look at this here. Up, 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 up. Big volume spike. And away we go. Silver mining sector. Bomb. Huge volume spikes that's happening in the mining sector. Right? We're probably going to get we're probably going to see at least a good 30% pullback out of the mining sector here. SIL, 30%, right? GDX, look how far away we are right now. We're probably going to see a good 20 to 30% correction out of this pool. Now, I believe this is the signal of a complete end, but on a bare minimum, guys, we're going to see a good strong correction. So if we go back to the silver market, this is silver, or the SLV. Look what's going to happen. As the market, we're probably going to start to come back down to, I'd say at least a 50% retracement. There. So that 80 to probably around that 70 level, we're probably going to start to see a nice good drop out of it. Game over for gold and silver. Here comes the drop in the markets there. And if you do not listen to what I'm telling you here, even though I'm actually just giving you a factual thing right now about these markets, right? Now, again, these are for you guys that are traders of the markets. For you guys that are loading up, leveraging up, FOMOing, this time's different, charts are useless. There's a lot of pain that's going to come your part, that's going to come across your side in the next couple of months. Lots and lots of pain. So, with that being said, let's go check out the good old stocky market. So, stocky market, guys, is still in a very strong, big bull phase. Very strong, big bull phase. This is the stock market here on the daily charts. Right, let me go to here. There, right? So it's still very strong trending to the upside. Let me just remove you. Very strong, still strong trending to the upside. Beautiful moves to the upside here. Nicely trending up, squeezing up through here. We are about to see gold and silver about to get crushed, and the stock market's about to go for a vertical move. And people still keep fighting me on this, but down the bottom here, I started doing videos saying the market's going to go up, and we are going up. But people still think that the top's in. No, there's nothing here to say. But John, the economy doesn't equal the stock market. If you were right about your theory about the economy is so crap and it's going to cause the stock market to crash, how come the stock market is still going up? Tell me that. That tells me if you've been thinking for the last 3-4 months that the stock market's going to crash because of the economy is so bad and things are so bad, then your thinking is wrong. That thought is wrong. It's actually proven wrong because the stock market's still going up. There's the S&P. NASDAQ is basically at all-time new highs. Russell blasted all the way through new highs. Dow. So if your thoughts over the last 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months is that the stock market's going to crash because the economy is so bad, your thinking is wrong. It's actually facts that your thinking is wrong about these markets. And the purpose I'm saying this to you is you're focusing on the wrong things. And because you think that the economy is going to crash, you're losing a lot of money. You're losing a lot of money trying to short the markets. I know. I know. I speak to people all the time. Right? I spoke to someone just recently who lost $500,000 short in this market. Because you're going in with your thinking. The rule number one is the trend analysis. That's it. Who gives a crap about anything else? Right? Trend analysis. Now, for you guys to say, oh, John, trend analysis, the trend is your friend until the end. Yes. Do you know what a trend is, by the way, my friend? A trend is up and down and high, low, and up and down. A trend is not boom, 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 boom. That's not a trend. That's just a bull leg. Right? That's what silver's done. So no one, yes, of course we're going to get a correction out of silver. It's there. It's so obvious. We're going to get a correction because that's what a bull market is. The market comes down to form the high low. What has gold done for the last 2 years? The exact same thing. It goes for a bull run for a while and then we get a nice good correction, sideways phase, and then it goes again. So no, silver's not going to, and because silver has had such a big stretch to the upside, we're going again. So for people who have been thinking about shorting the stock market, one, you've been wrong ever since. But two, if you've been thinking about all this bad stuff and all this fear and all this bad things going to cause the stock market to crash, and it hasn't, you have to have a good hard look at yourself and say, where have I gone wrong here? And I'm telling you right now, where you've gone wrong is you think that the stock market's going to crash because of some external event. And I'm telling you right now, the stock market, if the stock market is still making higher lows, that means we're still in an upward trend. That's all that matters. You don't have to spend 450,000 hours watching YouTube videos to say what the market's doing. Right? We're going up. When the market's going up, don't fight the market. So for you guys that have been fighting the market, saying the market's going to crash, I'm actually long right now. I'm long the stock market. In fact, if you guys have been watching me now for the last 6 months, you would know as we came down the bottom here in November, I started coming out doing a video saying the market's going to go back up. I actually bought call options then. And guess what? I'm up on my call options and I'm still in them. And we're about to see a really big blow off move. Right? Big move. And so once we actually start the break, where we are right now, this is the chart. Get ready for a really strong move. Once it breaks 7,000, this is going to see an absolute rocket ship to the upside. And if you are still short this market, when that happens, there is going to be so much pain coming towards you. So much pain. Because you are going against the number one rule in the market. And that is the trend is your friend until the end. And you know that. Right? Every successful investor knows that. Every successful trader knows that. And the trend is still up right now. So go with that. Now, again, I'm going to caveat on what I just said there because some of you little muppets are going to say, oh, but the trend is your friend until the end, John. So silver's going to keep going up. Remember, that there is not a trend. Let me go back to silver here for a minute. Right? A very big vertical move. This here, if I go back before this vertical move, this is what's called a trend. Up and then sideways and up and then sideways and up. Right? That's a trend. Up and pullback, high, low. That's a trend. This here is a bubble. That there is not a trend. Where's the higher low? There is no higher low. Higher lows is upward trends. So yes, the trend is your friend until the end, but if one of these bull legs starts to get too cross, we need to come down to form the higher low because that's what a bullish trend is. No, John, you're an idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about. Really? Tell me where I'm wrong here right now. Right? You're wrong because this time's different, John, and your charts don't mean anything. Right. Come back to me in 2 months' time frame and tell me I'm wrong. Right? Because it's coming. Now, I'm doing this. I'm very big on the silver and gold right now because I know so many people are going to get destroyed right now. But anyway, hey, what do I know? Stock market. Here we go. Very big move coming right now. Even the NASDAQ. Look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is definitely holding here really nicely. Look at this here. Holding up through there. There's that level from there. We're squeezing up through this level from here. So we are, look at here. Boom, 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 boom. Holding here, holding here, holding here, holding here, holding here. Guess what is coming? Guess what is coming? It is going to be the rocket ship, rocket ship, rocket ship. While gold and silver gets crushed. And all your thoughts and all your thinking about, oh my goodness, the market's going to crash because of the great reset and everything is so bad. Oh my goodness, that's why gold's going to 10,000 now. If you are thinking that, you are going to be solely mistaken. Solely mistaken. As the silver and gold go through a really big correction real soon. And as the stock market goes up, you're going to be saying, this makes no sense. It makes no sense because you're trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Meaning, oh, the inflation data is so bad. That means the market's going to crash. No, you're focusing on all the wrong crap. Right? Listen to me. I've been training the markets for 20 years. I've done the bullshit that you're doing right now. Focus on the stuff that does matter. And what I'm telling you what matters right now. We are about to see. The trend is your friend until the end. And we've been making higher lows, so the trend is still up. That's it. Not, well, the insider is secret. I watched this 2-hour interview with this guru, and he said this Wyckoff win method and the divergences on the monthly charts and the reversal candlesticks and the macroeconomics and the cycle analysis, all this stuff, the market's going to crash, and the market keeps going up. Good job. And all you had to do was say, you know what? The trend is your friend until the end, and the market's making higher lows, so... And most of the time, the market keeps going up, and every now and then the market pauses. That's all you have to do. Go to the beach now. That's all you have to do. But no, let's actually make it more complicated. Let's try to be smart here. And then you end up losing all this money. Right? So my job through here, guys, is to teach you the truth about these markets and to show you that while even on the stock market here, when I started buying call options down the bottom here, right here, because I said the market, this is when people are fearful, market's going to crash, blah, 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 blah. And then away we go, right? So, gold and silver up. Now, I want to finish off with this video here, or actually, I'll show you the rates as well too. So this is the rates. To me, this is interest rates here. The 10-year. Once the 10-year starts to break below this level here, we're about to see a really big move on the downside. And this is the 30-year. 30 is about to start to rolling over as well too. We're about to see a rolling over rate, and that means the TLT in the bond market is going to start to rise from there. So there's a major shift that's happening right now. Major shift that's happening right now. Major shift that's happening right now. And the shift is stock market vertical blow-off move is about to start. Here we go. Big correction coming in metals and miners, and I've shown you factual evidence about at least a good correction. Now remember, once again, guys, what is a correction? Up, and then a correction, and then up, and then a correction. We go through these corrections because that's what causes the higher low to form. That's all it is, you little muppets. That's not everyone, guys. That's not everyone, right? That's just it's just the people in my comment section that have no idea about their markets and are trying to tell me what to do. It's like, let me show you something that repeats so we can have a good understanding of these markets here, right? And so the one market that I see that could be shaping up really, really well, obviously the one market is the energy sector. I talked about that last year. Look what's happening in the energy sector right now. Here we go, right? I told you guys last year that's going to happen, and look what's happening right now, right? And the other market that I really want to show you here is this one here. This one here. The health sector. The health sector to me is the sector that I see shaping up really, 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 really nicely from here. This is the weekly chart here. We've been in this very big sort of tie pattern from here, but we're at this level right now. So right now we've been basically doing this through here for the last couple of years. But the energy sector right now is energy sector is already breaking out, right? So I told you guys that about last year that's coming, and it's already breaking out right now. And by looking at this level here, guys, we're not there yet. But if we can continue getting a nice, good sort of sideways pattern from here, there could be a beautiful, as this thing continues up from here, if we can get like that, and then get a breakout like that, we're getting ready for a really big move to come out of the health sector. Traders, this is your last and final reminder about the book that I'm giving away for free. And it's on all about this, how to create a fearless trading psychology that gives you a missing X factor and an unstoppable winning edge. So I want you to click on the button around this page here right now and click on this download button to download this book here now for free. You see, in this Fearless Trading Psychology, you'll discover the mental frameworks and psychological shifts that gives the elite traders their missing X factor and the invisible edge that separates consistent winners from emotional gamblers from here. So click on the button around this page here. This is your last and final reminder. Click on this download here. Also scroll down the bottom here and you'll be able to see that this isn't just another strategy book about entries and exits. It's about mastering the mind that controls them. You'll learn how to trade without fear, how to silence greed before it sabotages success, how to build unshakable confidence as a professional trader who acts with clarity under pressure. By the end, you won't just understand the market better, you understand yourself better, and that's where unstoppable performance, you can see all the different things here that you're going to learn here, step by step by step here. So this is what I want you to do right now. Click on the button around this page here right now, go over here, click on this download button and get access to this. Because if you've been trading the markets now for a while, you've done the systems, you've done the courses, you've been trading the markets for a while now, and there's something just missing. This is it for you, right? Because you know there's a difference as the way that the traders approach, think, control their emotions, discipline, patience. There's a lot of things that goes into the psychological of what's called the elite traders, right? This is the missing X factor and create an unstoppable winning edge for you. So click on the button around this page here right now and go get access to this right now.